All right, Livy. This is everything I can teach you about geometric and arithmetic sequences in 10 minutes. Ready? All right. So, the thing about this is you already learned about this a lot, but there is a difference. Describe what's happening in this table. Adding 2 every time, okay? Now, look, if it's adding every time, then that indicates that it is an arithmetic. They're using arithmetic to change it, okay? And um, in order to find the general formula for arithmetic, you're going to tap into what you learned about linear equations, which was y equals mx plus b. Okay? Now, m is your slope. So what is our m? No, that is going to be our b. Good answer. Our m, our slope is like for every time I take a step forward, how high or low do I have to climb or step down to get back to the next number? So that's our slope. Rise over run. Every time I go over 1, I go up 2. Over 1, up 2. So m is 2. Now you already said the b, the y-intercept, is where it hits the graph at the axis. Well, that's where x is 0. So follow the pattern, and you get a 3. Okay? So now instead of mx plus b and y, now we say a sub n is m times n plus b. Livy, it's the exact same thing. Okay? The difference is we're only putting in whole numbers now. Because I couldn't ask you what is the 32nd point fourth term in this sequence. There's only the 33rd term, the 34th term, the 35th term, because we're counting things. So that's why there is a difference between that notation and that notation. Okay? So if it was asking you for the 20th term, you would just put 20 in for n. 2 times 20 is plus 3. Okay? Does that make sense? All right, now, what's going on in this table? Okay? Now, this is like exponential growth. You already actually learned about this as well, okay? We used to say that this was y equals b times r to the x, and now we will say that a sub n is b times r to the n. Very similar, okay? Let's find the b first this time. You always put in a 0 to find your. Yes, now we divide. So b is 1. Now, what is our r? Our r is our rate of increase. Rates are multiplication answers. Okay? So now these numbers get big fast. So I'm not going to ask for a sub 20 because a sub 20 won't even fit in our calculator. Okay? But if I asked for the eighth one, you would just do 1 times 2 to the eighth. You got a calculator? 256. Okay? And that will get you through enough information to take your first quiz. Got it? Boom!